Welcome back to Mino Cougars. I'm Coach Barroso, and today we're going to be learning how to shoot with our basketball. So I'm going to go over some of the cues with you. I'm going to show you a few tasks that you can practice with. You can also follow along with our PowerPoint on Edsby. I know a lot of you have been chiming in on Edsby, asking a lot of questions, typing in some comments, showing some pictures of your setup, so keep it coming. We'd love to hear from you guys. So let's go over our cues today so that we can successfully shoot a basketball. All right, here are our cues. Our first one is bending our knees. So just like with our other videos, we were showing you a ready position. You want to keep your feet apart, you want your knees to bend, and of course when we have our knees bent, we're bending for what? We're bending for power. We want to get some power on the ball so we can take our shot. Our second cue is keeping our eyes on our target. We want to find our target, whether it's up in the air or down on the ground. We want to keep our eyes on our target. Second, we want our elbow under our ball. What do we mean by that? So when you're holding the basketball, you want to hold it with your dominant hand. That's the hand that you eat with, the hand that you write with, the hand that you wave to your friends with. You want to hold the ball with that hand, just like you're holding a pizza. Notice my L-shaped arm. Notice that my elbow is underneath the ball and that my hand is flat so that I have balance on the ball. I also want to have my non-dominant hand holding the ball next to it so it doesn't fall off. So it's kind of like a helper hand. All right? After that, I want to follow through. We follow through on a lot of other skills, and basketball shooting is no exception. So when you follow through, you want to snap your wrist for some added power. So snapping that wrist forward for a little bit of extra power. So let's practice that a little bit so we can get used to the motions and we can master our cues. So bending our knees, finding our target. Right now my target is going to be straight over my head, so I want to be looking up. I want my elbow under the ball, and I want to push up and follow through, letting it bounce and catching. Bending the knees, eyes on my target, elbow under the ball, follow through, let it bounce and catch it. Do that 5 times so you can get some good practice. Ready? 1, letting it bounce and catching it, bending my knees, that's 2, following through, that's 3, finding my target, 4, letting it bounce, last one, 5, and I think we have some good practice on that. If you don't want to let it bounce and you feel comfortable, you can just catch it out of the air. That would be the next step if you feel comfortable. Following through and catching it out of the air. So now it's your turn to practice those cues so that you can master shooting a basketball. Good job, boys and girls. Way to practice those cues. Moving on to the next task. For this task, you need a piece of chalk or tape or anything to mark your new target. My target is here on the ground. I put a little chalk circle here. You can draw an X, whatever you feel comfortable with. So now my target is not going to be straight up over my head. I want to get the ball to land on the circle. So I want to create a rainbow pathway, a curved pathway up and over so that it lands on my dot. And of course, as always, I want to set a goal for myself. So for this task, I'm going to set my goal 5 times to get my ball up and over, landing on the dot. Let's see if I can do that using the cues. Ready? Bending my knees, finding my target, elbow under the ball, pushing up, following through. Ooh, almost. I was this close. I can take a little bit of a step back just to adjust myself. Again, pushing up and letting it bounce. Pushing it up, following through, letting it bounce. Once again, finding my target, bending my knees, elbow under the ball, pushing it up, letting it bounce. That's more like it. Way to go, Coach Barroso. Pushing it up, letting it bounce. All right, see, practice makes perfect. All right, so it's your turn to practice. Set a goal for yourself. Practice those cues. If you need to go back to something easier, you're more than welcome to do that if you're comfortable. And I'll see you in the next task. All right, good job on that last task. Way to practice, put in the good effort. Hopefully you guys met your goals. If you didn't, you're more than welcome to keep on practicing. If you need to go back to an easier task, you can do that as well. Remember, practice makes perfect. But if you're ready to move on, here's our next task. It's similar to our last task in that we're going to be using our cues. We're going to push the ball up bend over in a rainbow pathway, and we're gonna have it land on our circle here. And then after you take 3 shots, you can take a step back and take another 3 shots. And as you notice, that increased my distance and increased the difficulty. So we want to challenge you just a little bit. So let me demonstrate this for you. There's my target right there on the ground. I want to bend my knees, elbow under my ball. I'm going to extend, snap my wrist, and my follow through. Ready? That is 1. Bending my knees, following through. That's 2. Final 1. That's 3. After 3 shots, I can scoot back 1 step. And now my distance is a little bit further away. Following through, snap the wrist. That's 1. Bending my knee, finding my target. That's 2. Last 1. And 3. And after my 3rd shot, I can take another step back. All right, now it's your turn to practice. All right, good job, boys and girls. We are moving on. This next task is going to be a little bit challenging because we're combining 2 of our skills. Of course, we're going to be using our shooting skills, and we're going to combine it with our dribbling skills. Do you remember your dribbling cues? Let's review. Remember, using our finger pads, we're going to push the ball down, keeping our knees bent, and we want to keep the ball about waist level, and we're looking up for open space. All right, so for the next task, I have a few circle targets drawn on the ground. They're spread out all over my driveway, and you can do the same thing. This task, you're going to be dribbling 3 times. After the 3rd time, finding your target and taking a shot. So watch this demonstration and let's practice together. Remember, 3 dribbles, take your shot. Ready? 1, 2, 3. There's my target right in front of me, using my cues, and take my shot. Now I'm going to dribble 3 more times. 1, 2, 3. There's my target right in front of me. Take my shot. And dribble 3 times. 1, 2, 3. There's my target. Take a shot. Ooh, I was a little off on that one. 1, 2, 3. There's my target. Dribble, shoot. All right, remember, dribble 3 times. Take your shot. We're continuously moving around, looking for open space, keeping your eyes up. Don't forget to use those dribbling cues and your shooting cues to reach your goal and accomplish this task. All right, good job today, guys, working on your shooting and the other skills that we practiced and incorporated today. Just to wrap things up, remember your shooting cues, bending your knees, eyes on your target, elbow is underneath the ball. Remember, we want to have that L-shaped arm, and following through with a snap at the end. If you notice, our cues spell out a word. B-E-E-F spells beef, and that's how you can remember our cues today. Now, if you want more practice, you're more than welcome to go back and practice with all of our other videos that we've been doing for basketball. Remember, following along with our PowerPoint on Etsy, and of course, have fun with our lessons. See you next time.